Hey everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, we got a CoinsKid crew. So we do have a worrying sign in the total cryptocurrency market cap that I've relayed to the CoinsKid crew right now. We've got a red sell dot just there in, I think that was December of 2021. Then we had another one just there, then another one just there. Then we started to reverse the trend after 5 waves: the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. So it was a mass increased probability at that point, which I relayed to you. I made a video at that time in November of 2022. The 5 waves of death. We've got an opportunity here, okay? And from this point, we should expect some kind of retracement to come back up to where we came from with the potential to break the highs. So what we've done in the process, from this bottom, we had a 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 into a 5. So it's in April last year. I said to you, we've had 5 waves up. I anticipate some kind of correction, and we did. We got some kind of A, some kind of B, some kind of C. It was a flat correction in the summer. So from that point just there, we've bolted and a massive move here. So like I said to you in recent times, in the XRP video way back in early March, and equally in the VeChain video, the Chainlink video, the Cardano video, we've had from this point the 1 into the 2 into the 3 into the 4 into the 5. So that was a massive increased probability that we were about to create some kind of correction at this point. So like I said to you in early March, I think that this move here was some kind of B wave bull trap. This has been an A, this has been a B, and this is a C wave, and it's getting really, really nasty. So the confluence of that fact is the fact that what we've done, just like we printed the red sell dot last year in this macro wave 2, we have now actually printed the red sell dot in this wave 4. So this is adding confluence to the fire that I think that with this is simply a correction going forward. So going forward, we have to see this red sell dot start to come up like this, create another green dot, which will basically be the same as that or that. It indicate a trend reversal and the end of the correction. So this is something you could actually just kick back, relax, wait for a green buy dot, and then that's off to the races basically. Just like this particular impulsive move was. Once we got our ass back above the ribbon, and boom, we put in another 5 wave move. So what I'm looking at, and there's no bias here, this is simple technical analysis, that from this bottom, if this is indeed an impulsive wave up, the next wave will take out the all-time high for the total cryptocurrency market cap. And it will be a final 5th wave, which is something I'm anticipating. But again, there's no bias. Now, within this 5 wave move, we need to see another red sell dot, which indicates the end of the 5 wave move, just like we've got here. The 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. We had 3 red sell dots within this entire move here for the cryptocurrency market cap. So we've got 3 red sell dots, increased probability of coming back up, basically a counter trend, like I've taught you, the 5 wave counter. So we don't necessarily see it here at the moment for the total cryptocurrency market cap. So providing we have this correction, we hold support and we start to turn around and see another green buy dot, I think we've got another wave missing. And with that, we'll look for 5 waves within the last leg, pretty much like what we've got here. And I've gone through this with you, the 1 into the 2 into a 3 into a 4 into a 5. Then from here, we've got the 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 into a 5. We're looking for some kind of 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 into a 5 with a red sell dot, which, you know, we've got 1, 2, 3 red sell dots, which increase the probability of a massive macro counter trend. At the minute, we don't see it. We don't see the, you know, the 3 red sell dots, which increase the probability of the 5 wave move up. So obviously, it's all about support going forward. I can understand why people are getting extremely bearish at this point, but at the moment, I think the red sell dot is just adding confluence to the fire that I think that this is a wave 4 correction. Okay, this is a macro correction that we're going through, just like we went through from April into late summer last year. I think that this is what this is right now until it tells me otherwise. So there's no bias. I think there's opportunity in this market, providing we hold to support, and I try and find them opportunities for you. So please refer back to the videos at that point. I did flip bearish on Bitcoin. I said to you, I think XRP is going to come in. I said to you, VeChain, Cardano, Chainlink, because of the 5 wave move up. Always look for the 5 wave counter. So let's dive into the XRP chart right now to see what we can see, okay? So quickly, before I do jump into the XRP chart with you, I did anticipate that this move up was some kind of bull trap. And I remember relaying that to the CoinsKid crew in the videos and equally in the Discord. And a lot of people are getting a lot of hate for that. But I did say to you, the next leg down is going to be nasty. But I think it's the opportunity. It's the opportunity of a lifetime on XRP. If we can pinpoint the bottom, this is going to be an amazing trade going forward, because it would be the end of the correction, basically. So I think that possibly that we've had some kind of bear trap. We had the bull trap, which obviously you can see it has been. Got the 3 wave move up, and right now this is a C wave coming back down. So I think the C wave possibly complete. If not, we've got one more low. I'm looking at a reason why it could be complete. I've relayed this to the Discord crew and the Twitter crew right there, so I'll show you that in today's video. But I think possibly down here, whatever it is, it is some kind of bear trap, okay? And a lot of people are selling into the fear, into the FUD, but right now this could be exactly where XRP begins to turn around in another major move to the upside, because simply the 5-wave move up from January of 2023, and I'll go through this with you in today's video. So again, you know, I'd love for this to play out. We've had the bull trap into the bear trap, opportunity, and then boom, we bolt in that huge third wave against all, you know, the naysayers and the fearmongers and the people that, you know, can't spot opportunity basically. So let's dive into the XRP chart to show you what I'm looking at right now. So taking a quick look at the DXY, because obviously I like to ride the DXY as an inverse correlation. I look at the DXY with you. I've been looking at it for many years with you, you know, to give us clues basically to the ups and downs for XRP. So at the moment, I was looking at this particular line, this trend line, as a level of resistance on the third point of contact. Could be a nice little sweet spot, a reversal signature for XRP. You know, even if it's a retracement, whatever, it's just a nice little opportunity to buy some XRP because we're running to a key leg of resistance for the DXY. And, you know, we trade this. This is an inverse correlation. So from this point, we've actually come down, made a lower high. We retraced all the way to this green line, which is what I anticipated. Like I said to you, support, support, support. What we do tend to see is the third point of resistance in these bearish, rising, broadening channels. On the third point of resistance, we do begin to break down, and then we lose the third point of support. So support, support, and right now we're losing it at support. So technically, that could indicate, that particular thing there in the chart for the DXY could indicate that that was the actual bottom for XRP. And again, there's no bias, okay? So from this point here, if we are expecting a big vertical in the XRP chart, a big break to the upside, this thing needs to roll basically. So if we start to see this rejection here and it begins to come down the stairs to this white line, and then on the bigger macro move it sweeps that low and that's low and heads towards that green line right there, then here's your vertical, the opposite direction for XRP. Really simple technical analysis. Okay, so if I drop the XRP chart in for you, go to plus symbol, go to XRP, new price to scale, you can clearly see at this pivot point here, and we've been looking at this for a very long time, this pivot point here, what happened to XRP? It pretty much bottomed. So this has been looking pretty toppy ever since, and XRP is trying to forge out this structural bottom at the moment, making a series of high lows, where this is making a series of lower highs basically. So we'll keep an eye on these, because if this does start to roll, then we've got a major vertical here in the XRP chart and risk, okay? And this was the bottom. But again, if we do start to see a retracement coming up, making a lower high, and we see another little bear trap down here for XRP, I'm a buy, not a crier, because the macro trend here for the DXY is down and XRP is up because of this thing I'm about to show you in the XRP chart. Okay, let's dive into the XRP chart right now. So taking a look at XRP on the daily time frame at the moment, you know, we've got this nice little macro move up, haven't we, into last year from January 2023. We've got the 1 into the 2 into the 3 into the 4 into the 5. You know, got some beautiful waves just there, 5-wave moves. So from that point just there, I did relay that to you. You know, after the 5 waves up, it's not what you should be buying. You know, and this is the same thing that I've relayed on the VeChain chart, the Cardano chart, the Chainlink chart. You know, even the Bitcoin chart, we've got 5 waves up right there into early March. So this is not where you should be buying. This is where you should be thinking about taking profit and just kicking back, you know, waiting to buy the dip basically. So we've got a 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a flat 4 into a final 5th wave. This met all my targets along the road, for those people to remember. The first impulsive move came up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It met the 1, 6, 1, 8. Then we had the flag coming back, which came all the way back to this beautiful ascending triangle. And I did relay this to you as this is coming back. This is my buyback zone, and from that point we should come up into 2.272 fib, because this is typically where we get to in a wave 3. Have some kind of flat correction which came back to this neckline of this beautiful ascending triangle. Look at that, and it did, and then boom, we bolt back up in a huge move right there, which we did. So at this point we did tag the 1.618 and then coming for a correction, and I've shown you this before, from this pivot point just there in January to the previous pivot high, which is this 55 cent level, which was resistance in September of 2022. We tagged the 1.618 like an absolute boss twice, and we came in for the correction. So it was on all my thumbnails in 2023 that we're going to, you know, my minimal target was 82 cents, and boom, we tagged it. So we've had that beautiful move up, and ever since then we've been correcting. So, you know, the support for the impulsive move to the upside is really simple. It's the 5 waves from which you've come. So we've had a 5-wave move up. All of this at the moment is simply retracing to this red line to where you came from. So one thing you can do is just drop the fib from the top all the way to the bottom, and you can see exactly what's going on in Fibonacci retracements right there. So let me get that absolutely knob on for you, and we can clearly see what's going on. So the bigger macro move at the moment is the fact, and it's not bullshit, it's not hoping, it's just simple technical analysis. We've had a leading diagonal into the 1.618, the first impulsive wave, okay? And then from this point we are simply retracing in overlapping zigzag waves to where we came from. So you can clearly see here we found some support on the golden ratio, we came up, made a lower high, and then we came up and made another lower high, and right now we've dropped towards a 702 fib at 042336. So that's found a nice leg of support right now. So what I'd love to tell you that is the bottom, you know, with the confluence of the DXY, and right now it's up only. We do something like that for XRP, but we need to see something in the charts. We need to see more structure here. We need to see this level of resistance being broken, and we need to see that key pivot point high being taken out, because from this point here in this correction, what we've been doing is making this series of lower highs here, and this was a warning shot. Once we've got this 3-wave move coming back up in, I think it was March, wasn't it? I did make an emergency video. I did make 2 videos in one day for you, because I said to you, be careful, it could be a bull trap. Unless we start to see this high taken out, we could be looking at a C-wave bear trap, basically. So I think all of this at the moment, the fact that we've come up in 5 waves and all of this is correcting, is simply a correction, okay, to where it came from. So this can afford to keep coming or whatever, to all the way where it came from, but providing you hold that low, you're still looking, you know, macro bullish. It really is that simple. But what we're looking for is a clue in the DXY that once it starts to break down, and that's, you know, if it breaks down, there's no guarantees. I'm saying once, like I think it's definitely going to happen. I don't. Again, this is just simple data that I relay to you. But if we do start to see it happen, you know, the DXY breakdown, then just keep back, relax, and expect XRP to go vertical. Okay, so we need to keep an eye on the DXY chart, because if it is nearing the end of its C wave, which is what I think it is, then yeah, we're looking at a major vertical in risk, basically, and this is the end game. So what I'm looking at right now is a potential. We've had some kind of impulsive wave one from January, and again, I think XRP's front running alts. I've gone through this with you. This is some kind of correction, and right now you're gearing up for a major vertical in this particular chart. So is there anything coming? Is there any kind of news or positivity or anything like that? There's talk of rumours, basically some kind of court ruling or whatever, I don't know. But what is going on right now on the daily time frame in this current structure? Well, basically what I'm looking at, and I've relayed this to the CoinsKid crew, that if this is the bottom, then we need to see a reversal pattern here. There's possibly one forming, so this ascending trend line is really, really important for XRP, okay? So keep an eye on this. So again, if we start to break down below this ascending trend line, then this reversal pattern is off the table. So I'll go through this with you, okay? This is called an ascending triangle. So basically 1 point resistance, high, low, 2nd point resistance, high, low. So if we do start to come up like this and we take out this orange line at 0.56883, that was the bottom for XRP, and we should expect some kind of vertical at that point with the, you know, the DXY breaking down the opposite direction. So what I'm looking at right now, there's an indicator I've made for the CoinsKid crew. It's called the CoinsKid Lifeline indicator. You can clearly see that what we've got is a descending triangle here, okay, where we've got the 3 points of resistance, and we broke down on the 3rd point of support just there. That once we broke down, okay, we've come all the way down, and right now we're creating the opposite at the moment anyway, providing we stay green on the lifeline indicator, we're creating the opposite, which is the ascending triangle. So I think a major clue is on the lifeline indicator, that if it starts to flip red at this point, we're no longer doing what we did there, which is the opposite of, you know, reversal pattern. We'll look to break down, and we've got a final 5th wave down, a flush out, a final shakeout, and a bear trap will be complete of this correction, because, you know, at that point we're looking at some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the final shakeout, the absolute opportunity of a lifetime before the major vertical in this particular chart going forward. Okay, so I wish you all utmost luck in the world, but that's my macro outlook at the moment. Keep an eye on the daily time frame. If we start to see the lifeline flipping red, then it negates this beautiful potential reversal pattern that we're forming for XRP right now. So I'll keep you updated as best I can. Okay, stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. But one of the most important things we can see going forward is to take out that pivot point just there, because that's your structural downtrend pivot point from which we, you know, we're dropping basically. So we take that out in time 0.7447, and I think you've got confirmation of a major vertical in this particular chart. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone. Back to another update in XRP. Bye bye.